Well, I like watching corn.
He likes watching it get shucked.
Hashtag corn
Corn
shuckers.
shuckers.
Well, them damn corn shuckers. They at it again.
Corn shuckers.
Now they're shucking in the fields.
Oh my god.
Eat the whole bag at once.
Yeah,
Ooh, daddy.
you gotta press the bottom of the bag and then jam it down your throat. So you're like kind of.
I'm transforming too.
Transforming and rolling out.
Chocolate chibi.
Dasani, they all kind of sound very
Oh my
similar.
God.
So, you know.
That was
It works.
that's a big reach.
Nico Dasani.
Nico Dasani.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Silver Monkey.
Alright.
Burger!
Oh.
Take! Burger!
I'm gonna put cheese on it.
Take!
I'm putting cheese on it.
Doesn't
Ain't
need
that
cheese!
It does need cheese.
Burger!
Take me started, please.
Who wanted to fuck me while I was in prison?
Boy, I'm really glad that I went live right at that second.
I had a feeling that was on purpose.
I also have a feeling that was on purpose.
Welcome to
the circus
Remnant
of
Gamers.
value. Oh, what?
Remnant Gamers Sunday podcast. It's almost 7 p.m. when we usually start.
It's 7.
And,
It's almost 7 Mountain Time, right?
I mean, it's close.
Central.
My name is Servo, and we're being, of course, joined by my fellow Remnant Gamers, Jono Almighty,
Ba 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 ba.
and the Direct Edition.
I don't think our audio podcast listeners could hear that.
He's doing like a finger salute.
He's
One finger salute.
fingering his
fingering.
forehead.
Yeah.
Well,
Hello
welcome
then, everybody.
to episode 44. We're 44 already.
44.
I know time flies when you're having fun.
God.
What wonderful title did you come up with for us today, Jono?
Well, I couldn't think of a title on the time, so it's what the fuck is happening at Ubisoft?
Right?
Right. Yeah, because
Because there was
a
things
lot of
that
people were
happened.
confused for a while. Yeah.
A lot of people in Montreal were very confused this last weekend,
and concerned, for
including the police.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Just from the title alone, I was concerned.
Mm-hmm. I was following that update like every couple of hours. I was like, what's going on? What's
I was
happening?
thinking maybe somebody was just really pissed about the release of Valhalla.
The release of what?
The release of Valhalla,
Oh, right.
because they're the ones that develop Valhalla.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, damn it, it's not feudal Japan yet.
Yeah.
And then we
Which,
just
by the way,
push those people over to
that-
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. Hey, there's another Japanese samurai game out right now that's actually out that you can play.
Plays just like Assassin's Creed.
It kind of does, yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna
Yeah.
say though, Servo?
I don't know, something that about like Valhalla being pretty good.
I have
haven't
also
played it, but
heard that it's very good.
I
I
haven't played
watched
it.
some other streamers play it, and it looks legit.
Something about you being able to ride the giant wolves and pet
Oh, yeah,
bears and stuff like that.
there's a lot of supernatural type of shit going on in that game.
It's all Nordic history or Nordic
Yeah,
what
mythology.
Yeah, the words. You know them.
Yes,
You know them. I don't know
do.
them, but you know them.
I know a lot of the words.
That's
most
why I
of them
trust
anyway.
you half the time.
Who do you trust the other half of the time?
Words.
I actually just will pull random people off the street and I'll trust them the other half of the time.
Words.
Servo's not here. What's the word for
Yeah, I'll just like go outside and be like, "Hey, you! What's that word for that thing that means this?" And they'll be like, "Fuck you! I'm trying to sleep."
It's like that's more words than what I'm looking for. I think you're confused about what I'm asking, as a matter of fact.
Listen, I'm not gonna go away until you give me an answer, and then I usually have to meet the police, and then they give me the answer that I'm looking for, as well as a restraining order. It's a great time. It's honestly a really good way to pass a couple hours if you're bored.
Yeah, true.
So what have you guys been up to this week?
Well,
a whole lot.
Yeah, not a whole lot. A lot of work, to be honest. Not a whole lot of gaming, but what gaming I did get to do was in World of Warcraft, and I finally unlocked the 4th out of 5 allied races, which I'm pretty excited about.
Oh yeah, which race?
I got the Nightborn.
Nice.
That one took me a while. I didn't realize that in that particular region where you get the Nightborn, you have to do not one, but 2 storylines to unlock them, and then another short quest after that, which wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty cool.
I like the Nightborn, and the Worgen. I think those are the only 2 allied races that I actually like the way they look.
Yeah, the Worgen is actually technically not an allied race, but because you can get it just, you can use that one just by playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
The Nightborn you have to unlock by doing a region quest. Well, like I said, 2 sets of region quests, and then you used to have Exalted with the Nightfallen, but now since the new patch, they've removed that requirement. So even though by doing the quest you pretty much get Exalted. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I got a new mage. I got a new Nightborn mage that I've been leveling up, and I've got 1 left to go. I still need to get the Zandalari trolls and start my Zandalari troll druid.
I'm also working on the Zandalari trolls right now because I really want to make shaman. Zandalari troll elemental shaman.
Yeah, the Zandalaris are pretty sweet looking.
I like the way their totems look.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the only one that I like slightly better, which is why I made my shaman that race, is the High Mountain Tauren. They've got those Native American style totem.
The ones that look like they came straight out of Thunder Bluff.
Yes, yeah, exactly. They're pretty dope. Oddly enough, my biggest personal gaming news this week is actually not a game that I'm playing, but a game that I'm not playing anymore. And that is Modern Warfare. I finally uninstalled Modern Warfare. To make room for some other games, yeah.
To make room for Cold War?
No, actually, I'm not getting Cold War.
Oh, yes. I have dropped off the list.
I have decided against it. Cyberpunk is only a month away. Watch Dogs is still pretty high up on my list.
Yeah.
We'll see. But for the time being, my attention is going to be wrapped up in World of Warcraft, because that's coming toward the end of this month, and Cyberpunk, and I loaded up Modern Warfare yesterday, and I played it for a couple hours, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done with this game. I burnt myself out on it. So.
You did play it a lot for a long time.
And it's a great game. It's a really fun game. I don't know. There's something about it that it wasn't making me feel very excited at the moment. So who knows? Maybe I'll reinstall it at some point. But after I uninstalled it, I played Minecraft for about 2 hours.
Nice.
And usually after the holidays, I don't know about you guys, but I go through a dry spell where I don't pick up any new games from January to March.
Yep.
That's the natural gaming dry spell.
I was gonna say it might be something you pick up later when it reduces in price or something.
Yeah, I usually wait to see what's on the Steam Winter Sale, and I'll play like some old games that I've been putting off trying out, or something like that, and then it just kind of whatever comes to me, I guess.
I've been looking through just a ton of random indie games, just like all the itch.io and like Game Jolt, just free games that are from like the 48-hour game creation whatever things, and they're pretty fun.
Game jams.
Yeah, the game jams.
I love the game jams.
There's a lot of really good horror games that are made from those.
I agree.
Ridiculously good.
I like the more simplistic they are, the more I tend to enjoy them too.
Very much agree. Let's see. So was that everything that you've gone through, Servo?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's pretty limited what I've actually been playing. I've been pretty wrapped up with WoW.
Let's see. Matt, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I did make the attempt to get an Xbox, a new Xbox, and a PS5, but sadly, it didn't happen. So I rewarded myself with Fuser, and I've been having a good time jamming out on Fuser. It's actually pretty fun.
That game looks like everything that Drop Mix was supposed to be and better.
Yeah.
I miss DJ Hero.
Well, a lot of people claim it's better than DJ Hero.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the spiritual successor kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm just from I've watched a few streamers this weekend, made a new friend actually. Watched a few streamers this weekend playing Fuser, and they were saying they enjoyed it more than DJ Hero.
It's got an online like co-op, kind of like battle off type of thing, doesn't it?
It does.
That's pretty cool.
It has a freestyle mode, a battle mode, and a co-op mode. And the battle mode is different than co-op. It has a customization mode, and of course the campaign. The campaign is really like the tutorial. So after you get through that, and you can choose to battle. Battle is ranked matches when you go against other people. I haven't had a chance to do co-op yet, but it's really fun. I mean,
sounds cool.
I was up to like 2 a.m. playing it.
Man, something kept you awake and up and active past your bedtime.
Right.
That's fucking nuts.
It takes a lot to do that.
That's why I said it was kind of fun.
That is impressive, if anything.
Yeah, if it could keep me up, yeah. Well, other than that, some more Apex Season 7. And Watch Dogs. I lost 2 of my granny soldiers.
Oh, the granny army is fallen.
Yeah, and I'm on permadeath, so I can't get them back. One of them was a spy. She was like a granny spy, and she kicked ass. And
I have a spy that I'm trying. I think he got kidnapped.
Yeah, the first guy, or my first character I customized, got kidnapped. And and that's how one of my grannies died. She was going in to rescue him, and they had a lot of armed guards in there, and they took her out. So now I'm on the hunt for more granny soldiers.
Yeah, you always gotta have grannies.
You got grandies, send them lots way.
It's a team. I call them the Granny Grenaders.
You get like matching sweet bomber jackets and everything for them.
I probably need to. You can go shopping in that game. Watch Dogs Legends.
Are you able to customize any of your clothing and stuff in there? Like, can you make?
Yeah.
Oh. So can you like make a symbol or like
clothes.
patches and put them on there?
No.
That would have been cool. You just have like
maybe when they release the online mode next month.
Get like a GG, just granny grenaders.
Oh my god. I mean, they can pretty much wear anything. Like the clothing is very gender fluid, so you can pretty much put whatever clothing you want on any character.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a whole team of males in maid outfits. That's what I
Man,
want.
I have made outfits, but I mean, you can try.
I'll find
I
it.
do gotta say, I was kind of disappointed, but kind of glad I didn't get it either. Because I didn't get the PS5 and the Xbox, I didn't pick up anything else because I wanted to do Miles Morales, Call of Duty, and Valhalla. But like Servo said, to his point, there are a lot of games that I'm still like deep in. Watch Dogs being one of them. So
God, I would have sunk so much extra money if I would have picked up, because I was in a Walmart at like 5 a.m. on launch day, and they were like, yeah, we're doing everything through online orders, and we also just don't have any to sell at all. So I couldn't get any, but if I did, then I would have ended up picking up Miles Morales. I would have picked up Demon's Souls, obviously. I would have picked up like 4 or 5 different things, probably Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it just would have been way too much, which is really weird considering normally on launch days of consoles there's like next to nothing to play. But
I was gonna say most of the games that are available for those systems, of course, are already out for other systems.
But I mean, yeah, I would have ended up sinking a bunch of money into stuff that I'm not going to play for a while anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Big fan.
Have you found any grannies that fart?
What? Excuse me?
No, the part that I'm at, I don't know how far you've gotten, Servo, but I'm still fairly early on because I've been recruiting and beating the shit out of people in the underground. But I just got to the part, I don't want to spoil it, but where I found that woman's house and she had the cottage underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that creeped me the fuck out.
It is creepy. Wait until you get to the next part. Yeah. You think that's creepy? Wait till you get to the next part.
Are you talking about her brain?
No.
Okay. Because I made it to the brain after that, and then I think it glitched a little bit because if you did the brain, you had to unlock the security.
Okay.
And it wouldn't give me the option to unlock the security because you have to see the path. You know how you see the path of the security line?
Yeah.
I kept pushing my for me it's like R3 and it shows like the digital path, and then you unlock and twist so that you can connect all the paths, and then but it would never highlight for me.
Yeah, I think if you do the left side first, and then when you go to do the right side, you have to like hit there's like a panel in the middle, and there's a button on the left and there's a button on the right, and when you hit the button on the left to complete the series, it unlocks the part on the right.
Well, okay, because I tried, it wouldn't let me hit either button. It wouldn't, you know how if you walk up close enough, it'll give you the option to.
Yeah, there's one of those unlock things right next to the button that you have to unlock as well.
Okay.
So yeah, make sure you like follow the line all the way up to the button, because I think there's another little thing where you have to unlock it right there before you get to it.
Okay. Yeah, that frustrated the hell out of me. It was like after 15 minutes of trying to unlock it, I was just like, all right, I'm done.
Done with this.
But what I was saying was, I found a team member who accidentally alerts enemies by farting.
Has the disadvantage of accidental flatulence.
It's true.
Did you recruit them?
No.
Oh,
no, it was funny. I was scanning through people who were in the area, and it's on that kidnapped mission that I did. Someone got kidnapped, and I was going through, and yeah, one of the Clan Kelly people was like an older person, and it said flatulent and alerts nearby enemies. And I was like, I'm not recruiting that person, that's for sure.
I gotta find that person.
That sounds fantastic. I would recruit them so fast.
That's pretty funny. I mean, everyone, I mean, I guess you can have disadvantages, you know? So, like, some people will hiccup or things like that.
It's interesting. I didn't know they would go into like that kind of detail with stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's very detailed. And there's a lot of different characters that you can get too. Like, I just got one that's called the Beekeeper. Have you seen that one yet?
No.
Oh, that one's pretty badass. She has a swarm of drone bees that she can send at people.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's fucking rad as fuck. I love it.
Okay.
Have you heard about the one that they had to remove?
Oh, well, yeah, that was just like one of those random. That's like what was it, Keyforge or whatever type of things that happens.
Yeah, 2 randomized ordeals, and it ended up. It was his occupation was a pediatrician.
Mm-hmm.
It was a female. It was a female.
Her occupation was a pediatrician, and then her description was, just ended a relationship with a client.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had to. Yeah, because it randomizes the job and the description. So.
Oh God.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
Ubisoft, what?
That's what the attack was really about.
Yeah, that's exactly. F's in chat for pediatrician lady.
So yeah.
Little did they know the client was not the child, but the parent of the child.
Right. Well, we jump to conclusions.
I was gonna say everyone always assumes the worst, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Cancel culture,
Exactly. Speaking of which, can we go ahead and just jump to this one real quick?
Which one?
The Child. The Child got canceled on Twitter. It was a little bit after the topic list, I believe, but
I was gonna say,
apparently,
the Mandalorian child.
Yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen the newest.
If you haven't seen episode 2,
episode 2 of the newest season of The Mandalorian. I'm not really going to spoil that much, but the story goes that he's transporting a character who has a container of eggs, and they're the last eggs of their race to meet another person of her race to fertilize said eggs. And so the Mandalorian agrees. Along the way, the child decides to eat some of the eggs and is now being persecuted for genocide on Twitter. Because, I mean, technically, yes, that's genocide, but technically it's also a fucking TV show. And,
you call it genocide. I call it breakfast.
I call it entertainment.
I thought it was funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's funny that you say that too, because I was like kind of laughing at it and thinking to myself, oh, well, it's very obvious to me that at some point the baby is gonna, or the child, I call it the child. People call it Baby Yoda. Yeah. I think the child is just shorter and easier to say.
The child is the canonical name.
Correct.
Baby Yoda. Yoda's not the race of Yodas.
No, and I thought it was funny, but I was also thinking to myself like, oh, he's probably like it's gonna turn out that container somehow gets destroyed, and he's gonna like incubate the babies inside of his body or something.
Oh,
for later. Like,
I thought completely opposite. Like they're gonna find out that this race is actually like incredibly evil, and the child was actually helping prevent some kind of like global destruction.
I mean, I guess I could go either way, but I was trying to.
But also
make it positive.
But also, like, hey, he's a baby. He don't know no better. He see food.
Right,
it's like a dog.
Other shit that he put in his mouth.
Exactly.
Like an entire live frog.
The frog. No one complained about the baby spider that he ate.
And I will applaud him for eating the baby spider.
Not
we
one
didn't,
word.
we didn't know if that baby spider was like the last of those spiders that existed on that planet.
You know, I would have been perfectly fine with that kind of genocide.
Exactly. So I just thought that was crazy, just crazy, and it just highlights the extent of this cancel culture thing that we were talking about. I think it's pretty big.
After I saw that, I was going around saying George Lucas didn't ruin Star Wars. Fan expectation ruined Star Wars.
Oh,
I mean, that's very true.
Fan expectation has ruined a lot of things, a lot of shows.
But do you guys remember in the first season of The Mandalorian, when they had captured him, the stormtroopers had captured the speeder bike troopers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was like poking at the bag.
Yeah.
And
right.
Baby Yoda bit him, and then he beat the shit out of that bag.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I was in tears laughing at that.
It's funny.
No one raised the eyebrow at that.
Some people did, to be honest. I did hear a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, people were definitely like, that's kind of fucked up. They're just beating the shit out of a child. But yeah.
But it definitely wasn't the same outrage as it was with this situation.
I thought that was funny as shit.
People are just...
it was funny.
I'm a goddamn diehard Star Wars fan, but people are too invested into wanting to be angry about something.
I was gonna say, I almost have to think that with a lot of these situations, it's I don't know what to compare it to, but it's very similar to a lot of like the political situations that are going on right now, where people are looking for reasons to try and take people down. You know, like they look for any situation where they can try and portray someone as being evil, or like, oh, you like that? Well, guess what? It's the worst thing that you could possibly like now.
So it's like all the people that are upset about Baby Yoda eating eggs are all the people that complain about wearing masks.
Yeah. My God.
Mandalorian always wears his mask.
Doesn't he?
This is the way.
This is the way. No one complains about that. Well, except the fact that we don't get to see Pedro Pascal's beautiful face all the time. What's that face for?
Nothing. I definitely didn't just do something very bad.
I'm extremely curious, but okay.
Just trying to rescue my spy guy, and I walked into a room, shot a guy, and I accidentally shot the gas container behind him and exploded the entire room. But it's okay. Everyone's still alive. I didn't think they were alive. I thought that I killed everyone just now, but...
So there's another kidnapping?
No, I'm doing the kidnapping mission that I was talking about earlier.
I was gonna say, how many more times we get kidnapped?
They get kidnapped all the time. The more you play, the more chance that they have to just randomly get kidnapped. And especially if you like kill people, the people who know them and things like that, they'll try and do bad stuff to you.
This is why you need secret identities.
Holy shit, you just reminded me. Remember I told you I went to the last week, I told you about the lady I went to recruit?
Yeah.
And I started the mission and got in the car and then drove off and hit her and killed her.
Yeah.
I ran into her boyfriend.
Yeah.
In the game.
In
the game, I ran into the boyfriend because there was a tag on him with a little person icon. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? Is this a potential recruit or something? And I walked up to him and it said, boyfriend of so-and-so. And by the time I read that, he punched the shit out of me. And after he punched me, I proceeded to whoop his ass.
Oh, yeah.
And then I read it again.
I think it's like a red, like a devil icon or something.
I didn't see that. I read it again, and then I connected the dots because it said killed by agent, like the agent I recruited. And I was like, oh, shit. That was her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So
I know what the fuck you did.
So
that happens.
It was an accident, though. I killed her, and I put her boyfriend in the hospital. I was like, So yeah, there are repercussions in that game.
I
For
mean,
sure.
how do you know the rest of the family? You may as well just put the rest of the entire family line into the hospital.
I don't know how
Just-
much
You run into all
family-
kinds of people. They're doctors, they're therapists. Like,
Just go straight John Wick, find their entire lineage, and just end them all right there.
I don't know how much family she had, so
It'd
I may
be a
run
lot.
into some more. You just reminded me of that. I was like, oh
that stuff
man.
is hilarious.
That's great.
I'm trying to figure out, like, why the hell is this guy swinging on me? Usually it's just the cops that swing on me when they see me. So, yes, fun times. Watchdog Legion.
Well,
Make me want to play right now.
guys, come on, we got a podcast. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Speaking of fun times, Michael B.
What the hell
Jordan.
was going on? I was gonna say, what the hell was going on in Montreal? That could have went either way.
No. That is not fun times. That is one of your segues. That's not one of my segues, okay?
That could have went either way.
We're going to Marvel versus Capcom, okay? We're we're gonna push this way, not that way.
All right.
Holy
okay.
shit.
We'll follow Jodo.
So Michael
We
B.
don't joke about that.
Jordan was posting up on Twitter about how great the PS5's graphics and how well the system was doing. So he got to pick one up. You know, it's famous people, they just get stuff.
Right?
But he's using his platform for what I think is a just cause. He wants to try and get Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the PS5.
Yeah. And I agree. Why shouldn't we have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on
I mean,
PS5?
Yeah. Let's
honestly, it should be in the the PS.
collection.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, at the very
Man.
least, 3 should be in the collection, but yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say they even have the arcade one-up, the Marvel vs. Capcom, coming out here soon,
Mm-hmm.
supposedly.
But I just thought that was neat that Michael B. Jordan, just insanely famous at this point in time, is just like, PS5, Sony, what up? Let's get Marvel vs. Capcom on here.
Yeah.
If we see any traction from that, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
And I mean, sometimes that's what it takes. As much as us normal folks clamor for, I guess that's the right type of publicity that they're looking for.
You should send him a DM and tell him to change his tweet to Legend of Dragoon, just for you.
Don't tempt me. I'll do it. Challenge accepted.
I'm just saying, it's Sony Studios owned. If anyone's gonna do it,
This is true.
why not? I feel like he's tweeting him right now.
Goddamn right I am.
Like, hey, do this thing. Well,
Wait, what
Yeah.
is this? I don't even know if this is his official Twitter.
I mean, he's verified on Twitter. Michael B. Jordan. I'd be surprised if he's not. Let's see the blue little check mark next to it.
It's not blue, but there's a check mark next to it.
It's not blue. What am I thinking of? I think
No, it should be blue.
It should be blue. It should be blue, and it's got like a weird little starburst behind it.
No, it's white. It has a weird little starburst behind it.
Maybe your Twitter's weird.
At the end of his name,
That looks like fuzz to me.
that little round dot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
check
that's it.
mark with
Pretty sure that's not his.
It's just like a fake badge.
Yeah, somebody put that into their Twitter name to pretend like it was actually the thing.
It's only Michael B. Jordan on there. Oh, holy shit! There's a ton of Michael B. Jordans. Hold on.
All right, well, we'll find it. Oh, Richie in the chat says Michael B4 Jordan. That is him.
Yeah, that was one I was on. Oh well, speaking of which, a lot of people, just to go a little bit off tangent, that with the Baby Yoda thing, or to jump back a little bit, it was about all of the uproar that Baby Yoda wasn't about. There was also a bit of uproar too about Gina Carano. She played the other bounty hunter that Mandalorian ran into in the first season.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Where they defended that village.
She wasn't a bounty hunter. She's a mercenary.
Right. Ex soldier.
Yeah. Ex rebel troop. Something soldier. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. Super sweet. Right. Basically, the epitome of Zarya Buff Bay.
Well, I know Gina Carano from MMA. She was a MMA fighter before she crossed over into acting. So, but according to her Twitter, she's posted quite a bit of trans. Am I saying this right? Transphobic or transphobic?
Transphobic.
It's transphobic. She's posted a lot of transphobic and right-wing tweets about recounting votes and such. So a lot of people think it's quite unfair that John Boyega and Kelly Marie Tran have received such ire and backlash for their statements, but she has not. So the hashtag #FireGina Carano has been floating around Twitter to get her removed from Mandalorian.
Yeah, because
that's crazy. I haven't seen that.
Could be a reason for them to be fired.
Yeah,
when they're just political opinions, not like. But I mean, she's not like a murderer or like supporting murder or anything.
Right. I mean, but remember when they went after James Gunn, they went after Kevin Hart, and so.
Yeah, I mean
they went after James Gunn hard.
Yeah. I mean, transphobic. Yeah, I can understand people getting upset about that. That's pushing it a little bit, but there's a lot of information out there about this whole election still going on. So it's kind of hard to separate the real stuff from all the chaff.
Yeah. Yeah, and I especially try to pardon with my boys, do your research. That's all I ask. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
Do your research. Don't just repeat what somebody else has already said.
Yeah, it's like there's a video that's out right now, not to get into a political topic necessarily, but there's a video that's out right now that they're talking about how some of the voting machines were supposedly like rigged, like actually hacked, like rigged to produce the wrong votes. And their reasoning is that they were produced by a company that was originally in charge of creating voting machines for Hugo Chavez's election in Venezuela. Well, none of that is true.
I was gonna say the amount of creativity that people come up with for the idea of voter fraud, like if they could put that into something actually creative, it'd fucking blow the world away.
Right.
Because man, they write such an in-depth story on nothing.
I mean, we're talking, this was a lawyer that was on TV talking about something that appeared, you guessed it, first on QAnon. Literally a conspiracy theorist, like ramblings being told to the American citizens on TV by a lawyer. Like, my opinion, he should be disbarred. But moving on.
Yeah. Not to go off on a side tangent.
No, I was just trying to prove a point, and that yes, definitely do your research before you believe anything you read.
Yeah,
because stuff like that. I mean, anybody would be like, "Oh, what? Like, really? That's true? Oh, yeah, we should definitely be, like thinking that there's some fraud going on." But
just always do your research. Like, believing anything that anybody says is endangering at this point. It takes like 2 seconds. Everyone's got a phone. Just Google it.
Yeah.
Just go look
And
up
that's all
stuff.
it took too.
Them handheld computers.
Yep.
Get it.
You'll never have a calculator or a computer in your pocket, though.
Or a calculator.
Fucking calculator.
Speaking of calculators,
Nope.
Nope.
speaking of calculators,
Absolutely not.
Twitch admits that they may have mishandled the entire DMCA takedowns poorly, and they provided an apology of sorts.
Which is the most hilarious thing that I've read all week. I take that back. I've read some very choice tweets from some very choice political figures that have been also equally hilarious. But Twitch's DMCA email that they sent out to everybody was pretty hysterical.
Yeah.
They did admit that they fucked up badly.
Yep.
And have been fucking up for a very long time. That part is true. They said that they gave us tools to mass delete multiple clips and VODs, which was not true. And they said that they had only given it to us 3 days prior to having to delete everything off of there before the DMCA's hit. That didn't happen either. The DMCA's did hit. The mass deletion within 3 days prior and given the tools did not. It's a long list, and I'm sure that every person who's got a Twitch account received that email, or if not, you can find that email blasted everywhere.
Yeah. We received one. We received one in our Remnant Gamers email.
And
I received one on my personal email as well.
they said that they're looking into potential ways to possibly resolve any sort of future issue, but it's not going to come for a long time.
Yeah.
Including trying to look into the possibility of having licensing for things for streamers, but they said that it's not very likely because of the or how cost effective it would be for that. Which,
But hey,
you
in
know,
the meantime,
kind of true.
We have this non-copyrighted music that you guys can subscribe to.
Which is not entirely DMCA friendly or free, apparently. Soundtrack, if you guys didn't know, which is the application that Twitch created for preventing DMCA on their platform, has not been verified, or was officially not verified as DMCA free. There are things on there that will still DMCA you.
True.
Through their own algorithm.
Well, would you look at that? Surprise, surprise.
It's continuous shit show that just loops back into a circle every month. I think every month, like for the last half of a year, we've had DMCA stories or something popping up because of Twitch because of this.
Yeah. Last week it was they flagged
they flagged Herman Lee.
Yeah. And like in the weeks prior, it's just been another wave of DMCAs. Wave of DMCAs.
Yeah, the month before that was the mass deletion of like multiple people's VODs and channel stuff, including some people's Twitch bans. And there was the mass delete from like Tim the Tap Man. Month before that was the first wave of the DMCAs, and they were just the like mass freak out from everybody, and then was the muting of everyone's stuff. There's simple ways to do stuff, and they've done it in the past, like muting audio, but it seems silly that we keep coming back to this, and that we keep having to come back to this because someone doesn't understand how to fucking do their job.
Pretty much. Yeah. And as far as we know, it's going to continue because even their letter was kind of like, look, we know we messed up, but we don't really have a plan for fixing it yet.
they gave us ideas that they have a plan. There was ideas of potential stuff that they could do, but there's not a plan. What was
We might be able to help. What problem that we ourselves created? Like, I don't know, maybe don't have an algorithm just automatically DMCA ban stuff.
one of the big things was that during normal DMCAs, they give you the specific instance that you violated and give you the ability to appeal it and who sent the DMCA for it. That was one of the big ones. Is that's something that you're supposed to legally do. They have not done that for any of the DMCAs that have come forth.
Right.
They just straight up deleted or banned things. And that was one of the big shit moves that they did.
Mm.
But they're looking at hopefully doing better. Their words.
Looking at hopefully doing better. Man, if I said that to anybody that I work for, I would be fired. Yeah, I know that I let that customer leave with that product that they didn't pay for, but I'm looking at hopefully doing better at that next time.
Hopefully, I'll do better. Well,
Can't promise anything, but
speaking of shit shows,
Ooh woo, looks like we made a fucky wucky.
Showtime potentially avoided one. To the ire of fans, they
Showtime?
essentially have, and the Halo TV series, they have cast the original voice actress from the video games that voiced Cortana.
You know, I didn't even know that there was a Halo TV series being developed.
I second that motion.
Mostly because we were promised one a long time ago, and instead we got Until Dawn, the one that happened before Halo 4 or Reach. I don't remember, and it was just like a short movie that came with or that released as a web series kind of thing.
I vaguely remember what you're talking about.
yeah, I don't unfortunately pay any attention to any Halo stuff.
I want to say that it was before Halo 4 came out, because it was leading up to the events that would happen in 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, it was good. It was live action. It was decent. Didn't make up for the fact that they completely scrapped the movie that we were supposed to have, and then all the assets went to several other different movies. So admittedly, District 9 was a pretty good movie, and that got most of the stuff from the Halo movie.
Well, there's no update, no release date or when it's going to be out, but it's going to be the Halo TV series. They cast Jen Taylor, who was the original voice actress. Natasha McElhoney was set to play Dr. Catherine Halsey. That's what I said. One for me. But of course, COVID, and which delayed a whole bunch of other stuff. COVID's delayed her schedule, and some other stuff came into play where she wasn't able to voice Cortana as well. So they cast the original voice.
I mean, honestly, I feel like if they didn't have the original voice of Cortana, then there would be such a big outrage.
I mean, at least that. I mean, how difficult is it?
You can have anybody, like, you can create the AI program for like a little CG model of Cortana for anything in there, but like the voice is iconic. Didn't they even input her as the original voice of the Cortana app, like for the computers for Windows?
Windows, yeah.
Yeah. Her voice is very iconic with Microsoft.
Yeah, true.
you know, not that anybody should ever be using Cortana on their computer. It's just insane amounts of bloatware, but it's there. They tried. Cortana's in it.
Why aren't we supposed to be using Cortana on our computer again?
It's hard enough to explain to you. You still use Internet Explorer a lot.
It's definitely hard enough.
Whoops.
That's right. Calling you out before the end of the year.
Weird science. I don't still use Internet Explorer. I still have AOL, but I don't still use Internet Explorer.
I'm pretty sure last time that I was trying to help you with your computer, you opened up Internet Explorer and you went, okay, what do I do? And I went, okay, first off, we get rid of this.
Yeah, first off, close that.
Is that the swirly thing on my computer?
Don't be needing that.
Yes, it's now referred to as Edge.
Yeah, Microsoft Edge.
That's not Internet. Hold on.
It is. It's Internet Explorer with a shiny new shell.
Son of a bitch, they got me. Say Internet Explorer.
We're gonna have to work on that before you get your new computer.
Well, at least I got Chrome on my iMac.
I'm proud of you for that.
Slightly better.
Better than Safari.
True.
Yeah, very true.
However, speaking of COVID-19 delays,
Mortal Kombat.
DMCA.
just your point.
Liu Kang.
I don't know why I was double fist pumping into the air though.
I mean,
It happens, I guess.
you seemed excited. I would be excited.
Man, how could you not?
You know, it's also funnier that we just said, "Oh, Mortal Kombat's delayed," and then we got excited and started saying Mortal Kombat.
I mean, it's an exciting time to be alive. Mortal Kombat movie is gonna eventually come out. Eventually, maybe.
Maybe they're looking at possibly maybe releasing it.
Maybe, possibly, perhaps, maybe having a movie. Maybe sometime.
We were supposed to get it January 2021. That was the release date.
Oh yeah.
Due to COVID, it's been. It doesn't say it was delayed indefinitely. It just says that it was delayed, but no new release date has been given.
Hands up in chat if anybody else also didn't know that a Mortal Kombat movie was being made.
That's 2 for 2. Mortal Kombat and Halo TV.
Yeah. And then I guess I'm just not hip anymore. I don't know what the kids are doing these days. You good? You got ghosts over there? They touching your balls?
Betsy's in the other room, like literally yelling at the top of her lungs. I don't know why. You have to figure that one out.
That's the mystery. If you find out by the end of the podcast, you win a mystery prize.
A mystery prize. By the way, mystery prizes are not.
Well, speaking of touching your balls.
Nope.
Negative. Negative Ghost Rider.
Speaking of touching your balls, apparently Baldur's Gate 3 players are incredibly horny. And
all right. Okay, fine.
They have the data. And they have the data to prove it.
It's true.
I will give you that segue. So what's this data that they have?
Larian Studios have been tracking the data from the early access of Baldur's Gate 3. And apparently a lot of people was able to bed Minthara, who's a very evil character. So in order to bed her, you have to do quite a few evil things. So the data proves that gamers are a lot hornier than they realize and a lot more evil than they realized.
That proves nothing. Among Us proved that in a fucking week. All you had to do was look at Among Us release to see how evil people were and their ability to lie, and then also cross-search on Pornhub Among Us porn. The two blew up simultaneously.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Well, it says to bed her, you have to be on friendly terms with goblins to get her to like you.
No, not goblins.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very hard. They're not very smart.
You have to do some not so nice things like betraying and killing every tiefling after betraying another character.
Easy.
Kind of a jerk.
Yeah. I could do that. I've done eviler.
Well,
We've sent off entire races to go under genocide in Mass Effect.
and we've eaten the spawn of frog ladies.
Man, I do that all the time.
Yeah. Ain't nothing like frog lady eggs.
Delicious.
Mmm.
I feel like I need that on a t-shirt. There's nothing like frog lady eggs.
You ever had a frog lady egg? They're delicious.
Get you
They're
somebody that looks at
They're
you
going
the
extinct,
same
but
way.
they're also delicious.
Get you somebody that looks at you the same way the child looks at frog lady eggs.
Boy.
It's true love right there. Oh god. You got another wonderful segue?
Yeah, actually, speaking of true love,
Okay. That's all right.
what?
Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh, I wasn't.
Minecraft Dungeons has an official date for crossplay.
Crossplay. Yeah.
Which will be great. I mean, I think the Game Pass one is already kind of cross between Xbox and PC for the crossplay. But opening it up to the other devices, which is PlayStation, Switch, as well as Windows and Xbox One, they're looking at next week. Actually, in fact, they're looking at 2 days from now, November 17th.
Yep. That's soon.
Which isn't there DLC also coming out around the same time? One of the new updates?
If it's at that same time or if it's close behind, but yes, there's DLC coming out.
Yeah, they already have the Islands update and they're adding in the Nether update stuff. So that'll be pretty fun.
Yeah, the Nether's gonna be pretty fun, I think.
I was really looking forward to like that in the end. Getting to fight some kind of like Ender Dragon in dungeons would be pretty fucking cool. I want to see the Nether. I want to see what they're gonna do with the Nether with that, because they did so well with like I think the mine like the mine shaft level was probably my favorite design wise.
Yeah.
That one was just super cool and well done. Yeah, I'm excited. The swamp biome was also pretty neat.
Yeah, I actually, when I was playing Minecraft yesterday, I saw that or rather remembered that I had already bought dungeons, and I was like, I could install this very easily.
Well, we'll get to crossplay from everything. So anyone that's got dungeons and wants to play, hit us up. Because we got it.
Indeed, we do.
Lad over there shaking his head.
I don't have dungeons.
You got Game Pass, don't you?
Right?
I do.
Then you got
it's on Game
dungeons.
Pass.
No, I don't have dungeons.
No, stop.
There wasn't any ice.
I don't have Uno.
Should we want it in freezer?
Okay.
It came
Get
with
that boy
every
some ice.
Xbox.
Say what, Servo?
I say, get that boy some ice.
No, he's getting me some ice. Speaking of getting me some ice,
Yes.
Where you going with that cool segue?
I wasn't aware that this was a thing. I mean, probably because mostly I'm a console player, but it turns out December 3rd is National DIY Day for PC. National PC DIY Day.
Yes, indeed.
I also didn't know that, but I don't follow a lot of things.
And
I'm currently building a PC for Batsy at the moment.
Okay, well, with that being said, Asus is holding giveaways and contests on that day, especially for PC building. So if you're not in our Discord, we threw a link into the Discord so you can keep track of everything that Asus participates in that day. But it's supposed to be jam-packed with educational videos about building a PC for every experience level. We're doing some giveaways on parts.
So you're gonna be taking notes?
Oh yeah. I watched the video with Harris Heller when his wife built the PC.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
So
And of course, any Linus video.
I'm not hip to Linus just yet, so you have to send me a link.
I'll send you over to Linus Tech Tips. Tech Tips. Tech Nips.
I know a gentleman.
Nip naps.
I know a gentleman that I met through Extra Life who does a TED Talk Thursdays, and he
So did you say
he's a technician?
Did you say TikTok Thursdays or TED Talk Thursdays?
Yes.
TED Talk.
Okay.
Tech knowledge.
Oh, so neither of what I heard was correct.
It was a mix of both.
Okay.
Tech Talk.
I heard
TEKTOK.
I heard what I wanted to hear.
As usual.
What can I say? I got special ears. Let's your elf ears here.
Listen with your special ear.
That's exciting though. So that's right around the corner. That's a couple weeks away. Right in time for after everybody already bought all their crap on Black Friday.
Yep, for Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. That's the day where I do all my cybering.
Yep, that's the day that I go online and cyber the crap out of some people.
Cyber everybody.
Yeah, cyber so many things.
I'm like, yeah, what's your ASL?
Why did you do that?
What the fuck is this, Abe? Joining random chat rooms?
Oh my god, why would you do that?
Jesus Christ. If I can frame just one moment from you ever, I want it to be that moment.
That shit's so funny because I used to type that. What's your ASL?
I never asked that to anyone because it was always a weird question to me. It always sounded as creepy as Servo just made it look.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
Oh man, AOL chat rooms back
Personifying all the fucking weird ass people who always would ask that kind of weird ass question.
Yep.
Oh man.
All those kids on Gaia chat that'd be like, "What's your AFL? You gotta be this age to get into this RP."
Like, why? Because I'm gonna fuck you. Like,
you gotta be able to consent for this vampire RP porn. Okay, I'm just gonna go to another chat room and get the fuck out of here.
Not bumping that one.
Oh god, can we just talk about like terms that no child would understand nowadays, like bump?
Yeah, no one who's not a reg would understand.
Uh,
Oh, that took me back.
That was my intention all along.
the whole time.
I wanted to take you back.
I'm finna text my wife. What's your ASL?
What's your ASL? She's like, you should know the first two. The last one, I mean,
Hey yo, what's your ASL? You want to go into an RP chat room tonight?
See what she says back. It's like, hey,
We're gonna spice things up in the bedroom. Both of us get on our laptops, write out a fanfic.
Whenever people used to ask me that, like when I was, in the chat room days, I would always respond with like the most ridiculous thing I could come up with, just without skipping a beat. I'd be like, 300 X underneath your toilet or something like that, hiding behind your, mom's bedpost or something. that would always put people off.
she typed back. Not sure what that means.
Just put good.
No, just ominously right. You'll find out later.
It was like,
He's got to live with this person, Jonah.
I'm well aware, and it's way more fun when I fuck with both of them.
you'll find out later.
See, it's because he listens to me, and it's the worst idea that anyone could ever do, but he does it.
I agree.
You guys have to look. I was 16, 17 when I got my first computer with AOL.
Oh yeah.
And that was like the computer for the entire house, because my mom was of the age where she was like, I didn't have one of those growing up. Why do I need to get one now? And I was of the age like, this is the way the world is going right now, so we need to get a computer.
Mm-hmm.
And I got one. First thing, she always used to fuss at me because it would tie up the phone line. So whenever someone would call the house, then it would be using the phone line. So she'd get pissed. So I had to. That was like my first bill. I had to start paying for my own phone line, so it wouldn't tie up the phone line to the main house.
Oh man, that's way smarter than my family ever did. We would just fight over the phone line the whole time.
Yep.
That was one of my first bills, was my own phone line, so I can use it to use AOL, and then if anybody needs to call, they just call the main line to the house. This was before cell phones, and this is around the time of pagers. Cell phones were like those little Nokia.
Yeah, cell phones were the bricks that would destroy an entire house if you dropped it on them.
Damn it, I'm not that old.
What are you talking? I had a Nokia 3000.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was fucking in the military.
Listen, that thing.
And then after that was the little sidekick where you flip up. And
that's my progression too.
No, my first phone was like one of those Motorola flip phones, like one of the first flip phones that had the camera on it. Not the Razor. It was the iteration before the Razor. The Razor was my second phone.
Yeah, no, I had the Nokia 3000. I know because I used to play Snake, and then I paid money to get Mega Man 1 and 2 on there, because you could get Mega Man 1 and 2. And then back in the days when you had to like buy out ringtones and stuff, like 99 cents for a custom ringtone.
Right.
Yep.
So she said, "How you going to ask me what it is without telling me what it means?" So I told her it's what they used in AOL chat back in the day to solicit sex.
Not necessarily. It wasn't always that.
Always. It's what it was for.
It was like 95% of the time it was that.
97.
There was still a 5% chance that it was innocent.
I was going to say, I mean, if you were an adult talking on there, like, I guess probably that was your intention, but a lot of kids that were my age, they use that, just to find out where, are you like a legit person? Like, where are you actually from? But you would never actually answer like a legitimate answer.
No.
It was always,
It was always that weird curiosity, like during that early ages of the internet when we were kids, and it was like, I can actually talk to other people that are not right here, right now.
Yeah,
Whoa. ASL, where are you from? Whoa,
Yeah.
other states exist?
Yeah, we thought
Wow.
everybody else was a weird fetishes like you, and it just went down.
Oh my God.
Yep, AOL's really where just all the world's fetishes grew from.
Yeah.
True.
You
Absolutely.
entered the wrong chat room one day, and all of a sudden you just woke up into werewolf porn.
Yeah. Eyes wide shut.
Happened automatically. Now, my favorite thing was, it's funny because you were talking about you had to pay for your own phone line. Your family used to fight over your phone line. My parents didn't even know that I like legit took a phone line, a long phone line cord that I found at school, brought it home, and then after they would go to bed, I would remove the phone from the wall because that's how you access the little port for the phone line.
Mm-hmm.
I would plug it in, run it downstairs to the phone or to the computer, and I would use the internet like while they were asleep, basically, because they didn't know anything about that kind of stuff. Like,
Well, of
if I
course
would've
not. They
asked
just
them if
assumed they didn't
yeah.
get phone calls at night.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if anyone was ever trying to call us at night, like we didn't hear from them.
It's just a giant do not disturb sign.
Yeah.
And then my uncle found out we had internet, and then he showed me all kinds of weird porn. He was like, "Oh, y'all got internet?
Okay.
Show you this site."
We are branching into just some Alabama territory right now, and I'm not okay with this.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Speaking of weird porn,
Nope.
Xbox launch day and PlayStation 5 launch day was
Yeah, this
Nice.
week.
this past week.
This
So-
past week we have both consoles launch.
and it's been a shitstorm of information from balancing ping pong balls to smoking vapes inside your Xbox to crashing Walmart sites, and it's just been a whirlwind of information as far as the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox launch.
It's one of those things where like there's so many different people trying to claim different things that are wrong with systems that it's really hard to figure out if there's actual issues, which there have been a couple. There have been a couple launch issues specifically with PS5s right now loading the remaster of Spider-Man.
Dude, I heard
It is causing hard, like, complete memory failure.
okay, that may be the one that I was going to say. I heard something about a memory failure,
Yeah,
but I didn't know it was in conjunction with loading Spider-Man to it.
it's bricking some Spider-Man consoles, and pretty fucking much. Some PS5s.
Spider-Man console.
Good old. Let me play the Spider Box. Get me
Did you get the new
pictures of
Spider-Man
Spider
5?
Box.
Spider-Man 1X.
The PlayStations, if you keep the pause screen on while playing Spider-Man Remastered, it either has a chance to mess up your memory of the game system or brick it, which is the only big issues that I've been seeing. Other than that, most people aren't getting issues with anything else.
It does what? It messes up your memory?
Yeah, it either like overloads the
Eternal
memory.
Sunshine? Oh, in the game.
Yeah, no, it actually just goes in and gives you Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is it? It makes you forget that you own a PlayStation.
Yeah, you forget that you own the Spider-Man box. No, it either like overloads the memory, like does 100% memory full, so you can't do anything with it, or it bricks it. So there's some issues. Apparently it's like other than that, it's fine. Just don't play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Don't
Sorry
play
to the
one of
people who
your
are
games.
buying the console to play Spider-Man.
Wait, was this the Miles Morales?
No. No, it's
the,
specifically the remaster of the Sony Marvel Spider-Man game.
okay. Because they were saying before launch that you weren't going to be able to transfer your data from PS4 Spider-Man, but it turns out some people were able to. So I don't know why they would pick up the PS5 unless they didn't have Spider-Man the PS4 version.
Yeah, that could be the case. Like, bunch of free games, I'm not gonna not download them.
Right. Yeah, I read a couple of reports that a lot of people were able to transfer their PS4 data to PS5. And of course, they were saying use a LAN cable. It makes for a faster transfer.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I want to... Well, no, my thought process is, am I going to be able to transfer my Bloodborne info over to my PS5 one?
I was concerned about my Genshin Impact.
That's all server saved, and that because it's cloud saved and you can access it from your phone to the same account.
I didn't think
Oh,
so.
PlayStation is different. PlayStation was the only one that was local saved.
Yeah. I know.
That
Okay.
might be an issue.
Yeah, like I said, I was concerned.
Did not think about that.
My PlayStation 5 works just fine. I just have to run it in the bathtub, completely submerged in water.
Oh, just like that picture in your Discord?
Yeah. Toxic showed me how to do that. So now, if you guys are having issues, especially with that Spider-Man game, just put that son of a bitch right there in the tub and turn it on. Works like a charm.
Plug
Yeah.
it in first.
Just-
Make sure you plug it in, obviously.
It's the same thing with those overheating issues. All you got to do is just wrap it in tin foil, give it a good smack on both sides, and stick it in the oven for a few hours. Fixes all of the overheating. Just reheats that heat sink.
It does.
But yeah, it seemed like there's a lot of sites that were experiencing the same issues with the pre-orders. Walmart, especially, since they weren't doing in-store, you couldn't go into the store to pick up the piece of PlayStation 5. They were doing online orders, and Walmart had the smart idea to release them every 3 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were the only ones who did it in a timer capacity, where everyone else was like, Wild West, you get it.
Yeah, Walmart was 12, 3, 6, and 9 p.m.
Damn.
Was when they started releasing, and every single time that they released, it crashed their site.
I mean, yeah.
Walmart. And there's so many bots.
Not
Like,
to mention
on
the
that
fact
website?
that there was next to none available anyway.
Yeah.
So even at 3, 6, 9, damn she fine. Give me a PS5 one more time. You couldn't get them anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of them are hoarding.
You can't be
them.
disappointed in me. You gotta expect it to this point.
I would say a lot of them are hoarding them from Black Friday because that's what you see in all of the ads.
Yeah.
And from what I read, Target spent the majority of the launch day on Twitter, like replying to angry customers who wasn't able to get their PS5 from Target.
God. So in the last week with both consoles, seeing their social media posts has been one of the biggest shit shows. Anyone who sees social media posts for anything that's sold out instantly, just go to the comments. You'll have a much better day just looking at everyone just being the biggest shitlords in the world. But
Yeah, of course.
it was like I specifically the PlayStation one that I found like I saw an ad for it or a tweet for it that was just like, what's your first PlayStation 5 experience gonna be? And then someone was just like, getting a console in 2027 when Cyberpunk comes out.
Yep.
And I put a little bit of effort into trying to get one, but after a few hours, I was just like, I'm over this.
I wasn't gonna go out and fight that hard for it.
Me either. I mean, I
You're
was
never gonna catch me doing that.
Right. I tried a few times. Once I got the error for the Walmart site, I was just like, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna
First
sit
gen
here all
consoles,
refresh it.
it's no reason.
Yeah. So, I'll probably try again on Black Friday, but if not, then I'll play the waiting game.
Like they always do something similar to this, and the mass release of it's gonna be Black Friday. They're gonna have like a pallid stock of it, and around Christmas time or prep for Christmas time, they're gonna be layaways and like pre-purchase stock for both of the consoles. Just
Well, Walmart's not going to be open on Black Friday, so they won't have a pallet stock. They've already came out and said that they won't be open for Black Friday due to the crazy year they're giving their staff time with their families.
did they say Black Friday or did they say Thanksgiving? Because a lot of people specified that they weren't going to be open for Thanksgiving on Black Friday.
I want to say Black Friday.
but then a lot of people went back and like doubled up on it, and they're like, no, we'll be open Friday, just we're not going to be open on Thursday.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
Like-
fucking good. They shouldn't have been anyway.
Right.
I agree with that.
Fucking shitlords. At some point it was just going to end up being Black Monday.
The way that it was headed, yes, it was.
Black Thanksgiving. It'll just be this. You go. It's
what it already was.
It's just gonna go. Yeah.
Last year stores
This year.
opened at 3 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this year it definitely would have been a Black Thanksgiving. Everybody spreading the damn plague around.
Yeah, well, it still probably is going to be.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. So if you are going out, because do we have another podcast before? We do have one more podcast before Thanksgiving. Exactly one. But you know, if you are going to go out, be safe, wear a mask, bring some brass knuckles with you.
Oh, you're right, Jonah. They won't be open on Thanksgiving for Black Friday deals.
Yeah, a lot of people were like skirting that line and just going, we're just gonna not be open Thursday. But claiming that they weren't gonna be open Black Friday. Walmart has announced that its stores will remain closed on Thanksgiving, ending its long tradition of kicking off its Black Friday in store on Thanksgiving night.
Right.
Walmart is no longer 24 hours. That's the reason. Yeah,
Yeah.
also true.
But PlayStation wasn't the only one that had that crazy launch this week. There was also claims about the Xbox too, that somebody posted a video of smoke rising from the Xbox.
And that one was just someone vaping through it.
To where Microsoft actually had to release a statement that said, please don't vape into the Xbox.
I saw so many replies to that tweet that was just like, fuck you. Like they released a tweet that specifically said, please don't vape in your Xbox Series 1X.
And then there was the whole thing about the
They
paint
can't
bomb.
stop me.
They can't stop you. That is true. I wonder if they will, outside of the manufacturer's warranty, if they're going to include something if it damages.
Someone from Microsoft shows up at my house. Hey, stop that.
Just, hey, we see you.
Yeah.
They don't even knock on the door. They just knock on the window, peeping in. Hey,
Dun, dun.
can you stop that? Can you stop vaping into your Xbox, please?
My FBI agent who secretly also works for Microsoft.
And it actually like triggers one of those like bank trigger button things, and like the Xbox just starts lighting up police sirens, and then yeah, a couple minutes later, SWAT team breaks down your door
Again.
again.
But I didn't know why it was such a big deal with this paintball on the Xbox.
Paintball?
There was a video. Well, I don't know if it was a photo or a video, but the rumor started to trickle along that you could take a ping pong ball and put it over your Xbox Series X, and it'll
It'll
float.
float, yeah.
It's because all the air is releasing up from it, like that's this exhaust port.
But it wasn't true.
No, it wasn't
No,
true.
it wasn't.
That was.
I would have still tried it.
Why in the hell? What was? Why? I don't understand where that came from. They're like, oh,
Because it kind of looks like one of those
Giant
things that you
speakers.
buy at like what is it? Sharper Image or whatever that has like the little floaty thing where you can like perpetually float an object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I saw a video on YouTube and the guy was like, "You want to see what happens when you take the ping pong ball and put it over the Xbox Series X?" And he was like, "Okay,
Nothing.
I'm gonna do it. Here it goes." And he drops it and it goes tuk tuk and just rolls into the center of it.
Yeah, the air coming out of there is not nearly strong enough for it to do anything like that.
No.
Like,
It would have to be like a full fan exhaust. Like it's got to be in like a massive fucking fan in there for it to do that.
Yeah.
But with all that and all this craziness, Microsoft did report that this is the it was the largest in Xbox history as far as sales.
That's positive.
So
That's good. Good for them.
yeah, struggling to meet demand, of course. But with all of that, with the launch of Xbox and PS5, Nintendo also reported that they've had the highest sales, and their sales have blown both of PS5 and Xbox out of the water. Their sales with the Switch and the Switch Lite.
I mean,
Good.
honestly, kind of saw it coming still.
Yeah.
The Switch is still one of like the largest household selling consoles in existence. And when the PS3 and 360s came out, the Wii blew both of them out of the water.
True.
Like, Nintendo knows what they're doing. All they got to do is just like trickle down a couple of titles and then people lose their fucking shit.
Yeah.
They just go Pokemon and everyone goes, ah!
Right?
Yeah.
Myself included.
Sorry, Pokemon's not that good this year. We don't care. Give us Pokemon. Give us all the Pokemon.
Give us another. Ah!
Yeah. When's the DLC for Pokemon coming out? It's not even out yet. When's the DLC coming out?
We just released the game yesterday.
All
yeah,
they
we
gotta,
beat it already.
all they gotta do is release a Mario, a Zelda, and a Pokemon, and that's just pure Nintendo profit. Oh, and they did. Yeah, they did. They released the Mario Kart, like AR, actual like driving kart thing. They released the triple pack of the old school Mario games. Yeah, no, that's just pure Nintendo profit this season.
Easy peasy.
They know what they're doing.
Breezy, beautiful cover, girl.
Well, I think that just about covers the topic list.
No, we still have one more. We still have the main major thing that happened over the weekend, which we briefly touched on it a little bit earlier when we were bringing up the title of the podcast this week. But what the fuck is wrong with people?
Yeah, exactly.
So Friday, middle of the day Friday, we had a news report that came in that Ubisoft Montreal was under a hostage situation and that police were called and evacuating people from the building. No one knew what the fuck was going on. It was God, how long did that whole thing last? It was 6 or 8 hours.
Easily, yeah.
It turned out that it was a swatting on Ubisoft Montreal. Yeah, there was no hostage situation. They just swatted the entire building.
Yeah. And which is, I mean, we haven't had a swatting incident in quite some time since the gentleman was sentenced to 25 or 27 years.
Well, yeah, since the people died from
Right.
swatting.
From him calling the SWAT team in on someone and they fatally shooting the gentleman. They actually, and I mean, I guess I guess it was out of sight, out of mind for a while there.
This is also the first time we've ever had a swatting in this large of a scale.
Yeah, I believe so.
There's people DOS and SWAT streamers or content creators, and they're little smaller things, but a whole fucking company, and
Right.
Ubisoft Montreal is not a small studio. That is a large ass studio.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what comes of that.
Just
have they identified anybody who was involved in that?
So far, no.
As of 7:25 p.m., they just said an investigation is underway.
Yeah, everything is still being investigated. They're trying to get traces on what happened from the initial phone call, but right now it's just a false hostage report situation.
Right, and I hope they find the guy because it's
Yeah.
a very idiotic practice that wastes time, money, resources, and puts.
Yeah, I mean, imagine I was gonna say, imagine how many people could have gotten hurt in that situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God. And Ubisoft Montreal does a lot too. That could have delayed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That could have put a lot of their development team down. It could have injured a lot of future projects as well. Were they a fan who was upset about Assassin's Creed?
But who knows?
Because that's definitely not how you get exactly what you want to happen down the line.
Yeah, that's not a fan. It's just a dick cheese.
One whole schmegma. Oh yeah, no, so my point still stands. The fuck is wrong with people?
Right.
A lot. There's a lot wrong with people.
Clearly. Very, very clearly.
There were different reports. Some people were reporting that there was a robbery in progress in the commercial space.
Yeah.
Some people were reporting that it was a hostage situation in the building. And the police were responding to the hostage situation in the Ubisoft office.
Yeah, they were responding to it as a hostage situation, and they were trying to go in and get people out little by little throughout the day until they realized, oh, it was nothing. What the fuck? Big shame. Big shame on whoever did that.
Big shame. Hope you get a swift kick in the balls.
Listen, 2020 is bad enough. We don't need to bring swatting back.
Yeah, I know, right?
At all. We're already all inside.
We ain't got enough to do. I mean, shit. Take all that time and energy and try to cure COVID or something. Gosh damn.
Yeah, SWAT COVID. That's what we need to do. Yeah, I think that's all we have now.
Ikitakimasu.
Thank you for the meal.
Yes.
What meal are we eating?
Yeah.
Kagebushin no Jutsu.
We're eating shadow clones? Do you think that you could eat shadow clones and it would taste like people, or would it taste like nothing?
No, if you try and eat them, then they poof into smoke.
Depends on the shadow clone.
Do you think you would still get flavor? If a shadow clone rolled around in mud and you tried to bite it, it would taste like mud still.
But you would be eating mud. There's mud to shadow clone. It depends on what your natural jutsu is. Because there's been wood, mud, there's been air. So if you tried to bite in air, it just. If you were eating one made out of mud, you were just like, oh, that's disgusting. Same with trees. So if there was like a fruit jitsu, then if it was made out of strawberries or something, then it probably taste like strawberries.
Jujutsu.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Jitsu.
Why not? It sounds pretty delicious.
Shadow clones don't even make any sense anyway. Who the hell came up with that idea? I've never seen a shadow and been like, oh, that's a person.
What about shadow people?
They don't make any sense.
What's shadow person?
You know, like if you're going around like paranormal areas and there's just shadow people in the buildings.
Oh yeah, those don't exist.
That's what they want you to think.
They who?
The shadow
That's like-
people, obviously.
That's like when you look
there
up
are no shadow people.
It's like when you look up the
God, we're in a
definition of
cycle.
ninja in the dictionary and it says ninjas do not exist, and you're like, well played, ninjas. Well played.
That's what they fucking want you to think.
If they existed, then I would maybe believe that was true, but they
Like-
don't.
You go and Google search like pictures of ninjas and it says pictures cannot be found.
Well played.
Well done, you sneaky bastards.
I mean, ninjas are real, but
Well, what do we have coming up this week, guys?
screams.
Chewbacca roar competitions.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd be down.
that's what I'm participating in. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know what you're into, but that's my thing. That's my kink.
Screams. More screams, please.
Give me that scream porn. That'd be like people screaming, or it'd be like Scream the movie. That's for me to find out later.
Yeah. Let me think about this right now.
God damn it. Okay, so thank you guys for hanging out. What do we have coming up this week? We've got Survival Boys Wednesdays, Game Night Friday.
Game Night Friday.
Game Night Friday.
Friday.
No idea what we're playing, but we'll play something.
We will.
We'll definitely do something. That is for sure. Maybe we'll just get naked and have scream competitions.
Don't do that.
No, I won't be doing that.
Okay, maybe I'll get naked and we'll have scream competitions.
You know, whatever you say, Jono.
Sweet. This is how I get what I want. See bullet legs in. I don't know for which part, but you know, they're in. So Survival Boys Wednesdays, game night. Podcast is always on Sundays, 7 p.m. 8 p.m. for game night Eastern time, by the way. What do you boys got coming up this week?
I will be streaming tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time, playing the World of Warcraft. Probably going to be the last stream before Shadowlands releases. So,
It's 23rd, right?
Oh yeah, 23rd drops.
Very nice. Very
So that's
nice.
pretty exciting. And then, of course, later on in the week, Wednesday, probably going to do Watch Dogs and VR stuff. So join me then as well.
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I'll be doing either Watch Dogs or Apex.
Wash packs. You know, I want to re-download Apex again.
Or Watch Dogs.
I should try it one time.
Legions.
You should.
Apex,
Maybe we should play some Apex together, guys. It's all
I have
crossplay.
literally never even tried it.
I feel like you would dominate.
Yeah, if you're pretty good at Modern Warfare, the only difference is you have ultimates that you forget to use. And
That you forget to use. I don't forget to use my ultimates because I use them by accident.
same
And
thing.
how to use.
How to use is definitely different. Yes. No, but yeah, we should play some Apex.
Might just do that.
Maybe I'll just download it again right after we get off the podcast.
I got space on my hard drive.
As do I. Plenty of space. Now that I, forcefully had to empty my hard drive, I got plenty of space.
Sounds like you had diarrhea.
Yeah, that's what it was. I had hard drive shits.
No,
My computer had diarrhea.
I got to go for some plea. Got to go for some things in my hard drive.
Well, cool. And then I am hopefully getting my schedule fixed up this week, but I think I'm gonna do Tuesday, Wednesdays, Saturdays for a bunch of indie games and what phone? No. Calm down. I didn't say anything about you right now.
Bunch of indie games and phone no. My favorite game, phone no.
God, doesn't everybody love phone no?
Yeah.
It's Jono and phone no.
Google, hey, no, cut that out.
You said that. I looked down. I was like, "Don't you fucking do it! Don't you do it!" Well, that's all we got for you tonight, guys. Thank you for hanging out for episode 44. Podcasts are uploaded by me every Mondays, hopefully. Jono, remember, we're uploading podcasts on Mondays. You can catch the audio podcast on the platform of your choice. Buzzsprout, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Google Podcast. What are the other? Deezer? Yeah.
Deezer.
Every time, every week. Wherever you catch your audio podcast of choice, you can find us there. You can also find us on YouTube for all the previous podcasts, and here on Twitch. You can join us here on Twitch live. Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays. You can also get wonderful, beautiful emotes that we had made by our wonderful community member Nobu. They are fantastic.
Nobu.
We love them so much. And you can spread those all around. Like the virus that we try to be.
Not like the virus.
Spread it around. You go take the emotes and you put them inside of other people's mouths. You take off their masks. And you just pull out their tongues and you lick them in the tongue.
Ew. Gross.
Just saying.
Hey Google, download Debbie Does Dallas 17. Hey Google.
Can you not trigger all of our audio podcast listeners right now? Can you at least wait 5 minutes for us to wrap up before you start downloading porn? Jesus Christ.
I gotta get it started now, otherwise it won't be ready for later.
I gotta warm it up, otherwise it won't be prepped.
Hopefully everyone has their audio turned way up when that part comes up.
Oh God. All right, guys, we love you. Thank you for hanging out with us. We will see you all next Sunday here for podcast. If you're not here for game night as well.
And Survival Boys.
Yeah. And don't forget, cough in people's mouth.
No, don't do that.
Oh,
If they don't wear a mask, cough in their mouth.
stop it. No, don't. Stop that.
Well,
Bad.
if you don't want to get coughed in your mouth, maybe you should wear a mask.
You know, he kind of has a point.
Fucking don't I?
I mean, kind of yes, but kind of no.
I'm just saying. wear a mask, otherwise I'm just gonna lick you in the tongue.
Yikes.
We love you guys. Good night.
Joe knows.